Hello and welcome back to another Grand Cross Age of Titans video. In today's video, I'm going to cover everything that you need to know about this absolutely undefeatable event. So stick around and stay tuned, and that way you're able to prepare for it however you feel necessary. So, what is this event? So as we can see here, we have the just regular undefeatable event. And so this is where you're going to be able to get specific heroes that come out in these events. And then the regular undefeatable is specifically just for your world. The absolutely is a war between 4 different worlds here. So in our world we have 13, 14, 15, and 16. So as you can see here, I am in rank 12. So I'm going to end up getting 10 of Iris Mana Stones as long as I'm able to maintain this rank. And so each person has their own, things set up. If you're a, low to medium spender and you're not playing infantry, you might not want to go for a commander like Iris. So you always want to be playing smart and thinking properly. So if we go into Iris's kit down here, she has the Rainbow Reel, which inflicts damage equal to 400% and decreases attack by 4% for 3 seconds. And she'll also heal the troops of 200% of the attack. She also has infantry defense and skill damage taken decrease, infantry type health increase, counter attack damage increase, and then she has a chance to block any attacks that happen for X amount of time. And then of course we have her awesome Rainbow Bridge Awakening skill, and it increases the heal effect by 15% and increases the heal effect by 30% when remaining forces are at 50% or lower. So she's definitely a super tanky commander that I am definitely going for, and I will have a video completely released on her testing within a day or two of this video going live. This kind of depends on how busy everyone is. So back to this event specifically for Iris. So the timeline kind of goes as this. So we are currently on day 68, and this event happened 3 days ago technically. So it happened on day 65. So we were thinking that it was supposed to be happening on day 66, but that didn't happen, and we got it a day early, which is totally okay, and a lot of us still had time to prepare. So if we go into this, so first day is all training soldiers. So I trained just straight tier 4, and I used a little under 700 days worth of speed ups, and I managed to get into 42 million points. Their top guy is a tier 5 player, as you can see here, and he managed to train about 127 million points worth. The next day is the building, research, and once again training power for points. I would never train on this day. I would definitely do any research and buildings that you have remaining. I kind of sped up close to 7 or 8 million points worth of buildings a couple days before this event. I was just getting itchy. I had resources. I just wanted to push a little bit. And then finally day 3, which is the day that we're currently on, it is everything once again. So as you can tell, the points are lowered, so by 8 points per tier 4, and then by 20 points per tier 5. So if you are going for this event, I would definitely go for day 1. This is where the most amount of points can really be given, unless you're willing to spend a whole lot of extra speeds just to push into a spot that you want to. Tier 4 is definitely recommended for this event, but tier 5 is ultimately going to be the best, and you're going to need probably 1500 days worth of speed ups in order to beat some of these tier 5 players, and even some of these tier 4s. This gentleman, or female, whatever they are, he's only not even 30 million power, and he's in second. So obviously he has been storing speeds since practically day 1, and he's almost guaranteed to get top 3. Unless one of these guys down here decide to go for it. A lot of us in 15 have been actually going really hard for this event. But So there's a couple little tips and tricks regarding this. So if you're kind of where I am, where you have the cavalry training ground at 25, I am at VIP 14. Let me take a look here. So training speed 15%. Where does that happen at? Let me take a look here. Wow, it's even down further. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so in VIP 10, we have the cavalry training ground here. We have the king who popped the buff for the training, and then you also have the title itself. 2,000 cavalry are going to be 1 day and 3 hours apiece at 2,000. And so if we do the quick math over here, so we have 2,000 times, I believe it was 40 points apiece, so 80,000 points per train for the day 1. So as you can tell, these rankings have been pretty similar to what the other kingdoms and the other worlds have experienced so far. I know we're probably the 4th kingdom to get it at this current point in time. I don't know if the other ones are getting it soon or if they're already getting it. But like I said, so a day and 3 hours for 80,000 points apiece. And then, as always, make sure that you just have the amount of resources that you need and everything of there. So, like I stated, tier 4, 100% recommended. People are saying that the steel carts and then the balloons are a very good way to gain points for super cheap, but I haven't tested that theory or anything like that, particularly because I'm just not using them right now. So if you figure out that that's a lot better of a point giver than what I was looking at, then that is definitely worth it. If I go over here into my troop status, as you can see, I have 7.8 million troops, and I just went ahead and I just trained straight tier 4. I don't really mind having my stupid tier 1 army, but I don't know if there will be a point difference in that either, just by upgrading, as I didn't see it listed here, so I didn't really want to risk any of my points. But if it's anything, let me see. I don't see anything on here. But I'm assuming if you go from like a tier 3 to tier 4, then you'll get 20 points, just because 40 minus 20 is going to be 20. But I could be wrong on that aspect, so if someone wants to try it just for maybe 1 or not, that would be awesome. And so like I said, just make sure all your buffs are on. You're training tier 4. You're at least VIP 10 in order to use the math that I just showed you for the 1 day and the 3 hours. And I mean, the speed up situation was rough. So like I said, I went through like 680 days worth of speed ups, and of course I ended up buying a few more. As you can tell, my gems are up, and I've been doing beats and steves every day. So I would definitely make sure you just do as much math on your calculations beforehand, so that way you're not disappointed in the end. We had a lot of players who just kind of waited for, like maybe 3-4 hours left in the competition. But other than that, just play smart. This event is probably going to appear 2 more times, although that's really what it looks like. We have a couple players from Kingdom 3, so this more than likely isn't your only chance just to obtain Iris, and I'm sure that she'll come out, some other way in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, please have a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing, and as always, in the comments, if you have anything to add or anything that you tried and it worked better than what I recommend, please feel free, leave it down there. I love reading them, and I only want to improve everything of what I say, because I'm not the only one who's playing this. Other people have other opinions and stuff that they tested. So have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.